This is the OUKITEL P2001 PLUS 2400-watt portable power station. When you look at it, the first impression is how solid and substantial it looks, almost like a compact cooler, but way more high-tech with a bright digital display, sturdy aluminum handles, and a drawer for accessories. You can tell right off the bat that it's built to be portable, although let me tell you, it's a bit heavy. The unit weighs about 47 pounds, and that's something you'll want to know if you think you'll be moving it around a lot. I picked up this model because I needed some peace of mind for dealing with unexpected power outages at home, and I also spend a lot of weekends camping or doing day trips. I'd read a little about OUKITEL in forums and watched a few YouTube quick reviews before buying, just to see if it fit my needs. If you're new to portable power stations, all you really need to understand is that they're giant batteries that can charge by plugging into a wall outlet at home, using your car, or hooking up solar panels. They're like a mini backup generator, but silent and much more eco-friendly. Let me start by talking about what you actually get. The P2001 Plus comes with the main power station unit, a 200-watt solar panel, a few sturdy charging cables, and a simple manual. Everything is packed really well, though it shows up in separate shipments because of the weight. I found the setup pretty easy, but since I'm a little techie, it didn't feel intimidating. For someone totally new, there are quite a few ports and buttons, so you might want to have the manual close by for the first time. The unit holds a huge 2048 watt-hours of battery power. To explain, watt-hours basically means how much juice you've got available. A mini fridge, some lights, a phone, a laptop, and even higher watt appliances can run off this without drama. The rated output is 2400 watts, so you can use almost any home appliance, even things that draw a lot of power, like an electric kettle or hairdryer. In my opinion, one of the best features OUKITEL packed into this model is the fast charging. I'm used to worrying about big batteries taking half a day to recharge, especially with solar, but this thing has an 1800 watt at quick charge. That means you can plug it into the wall and get to roughly 80% in about an hour, and completely full in less than an hour and a half. If you hook up the solar panel at the same time, you can fill up even faster. I really love that flexibility because if there's a storm coming and you lost power, a quick top-off can really help. From my experience so far, the LiFePO4 battery system, which is short for lithium iron phosphate, is a huge plus. A lot of portable power stations use older lithium battery types, but LiFePO4 is safer, lasts longer, and you get more charge cycles, meaning it'll last for years, even with heavy use. OUKITEL says this battery will still work after about 3,500 full charges, which is a lot more than most other options. I like that it has an UPS feature, which stands for uninterruptible power supply. It basically means if your house loses power, anything plugged into the P2001 Plus stays running without skipping a beat. That's excellent for stuff like computers, medical equipment, or a modem. When there's a blackout, the switch from wall power to battery is almost instant, less than 0.02 seconds, which is such a relief when you're counting on devices to stay powered. As for connections, this unit covers everything I need and probably more than I'll use. You get 4 AC outlets for things like standard household plugs, 4 USB-C ports for newer phones and laptops, 2 USB-A, some DC outputs, and even a car cigarette lighter socket. It feels like the designers wanted to give a port for every situation. I usually plug in my phone, a laptop, some portable lights, and a portable fridge when camping, with plenty of capacity left. A practical feature I find myself using is the adjustable charging speed. There's a little dial that lets you pick how fast the unit charges, from 400 watt to the full 1800 watts. Slower charging is useful if you're plugging it in at a friend's house or a fragile campsite hookup and you don't want to trip a breaker. Fast charging is my go-to at home or somewhere with solid power. I had a few hesitations before buying. Weight was my biggest concern because this isn't the kind of thing you'll want to move too far without a cart. At about 47 pounds, it's fine for carrying to the car or around the house, but probably not what you want for long treks in the woods. On the upside, the handles are really comfortable and there's a built-in accessory drawer, which I didn't expect to use much, but it turned out to be perfect for keeping all the charging cables in one place. Let's talk about noise for a second. I didn't realize that the fan would run almost constantly whenever you're charging or pulling decent power. It's not super loud, maybe like a small desk fan or a computer tower under load, but if you're in a very quiet tent or working at night in a quiet room, you'll hear it. It didn't bother me much, but for some people, that might matter. Another thing to mention is the app. OUKITEL has a mobile app that lets you check the battery status and even adjust settings remotely, which is something I thought was just a bonus at first. The app works well enough for basic monitoring, but don't expect it to do advanced things. You can't schedule charging or integrate it with smart home stuff, at least not with the current version. I mostly use the display on the unit itself, which is nice and bright. Now, no product is perfect. A few things did give me pause. The initial setup with the app took me a couple tries, and it's not as seamless as setting up, say, a Bluetooth speaker. Also, the overall build is solid and the finish looks great, but there's a slightly toy-like feel to the buttons and finish. Nothing bad, just a little different than what I expected at this price point. On the plus side, the plastic and aluminum construction makes it feel really durable, which pays off if you're using it outdoors or in a rough environment. I want to be honest too. There are some stories online about customer service not always being responsive. For me, I haven't needed warranty support yet, but I hope the 5-year advertised coverage would live up to expectations if I did. If you're someone who worries a lot about after sales, it's worth reading up on other people's experiences, just to be safe. In daily use, I've powered my full-size fridge for several hours, charged my phones and laptop all week while camping, and even used a portable induction cooktop right off the power station with no issues. The digital display gives you all the data clearly: input, output, how many hours remaining at current use, all in real time. It's nice for estimating how long you've got left before a recharge, and I never felt like I was guessing if I'd make it through the night. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants reliable backup during power outages, spends a lot of time camping, or just wants a portable way to power lots of devices without relying on gas generators. It's perfect for folks who live in areas with frequent storms or unreliable grid power, and for anyone who likes the idea of a quiet, eco-friendly emergency solution. The life before battery tech and fast charging really set it apart from other products I've tried, especially if you want something that'll last for years. For the price, you're getting a ton of power and flexibility. Yes, the weight is a factor and the fan makes a bit of noise, but the trade-off for the massive battery, quick charging, and safety features is worth it for most people. Just make sure you check the warranty terms and customer service reputation before buying, because support can sometimes be complicated with these brands. In conclusion, the OUKITEL P2001 PLUS is a solid choice if you need a dependable, high-capacity power station for both home and on-the-go use. It offers all the key features: multiple power options, ultra-fast charging, advanced battery tech, adjustable input, and simple controls. My overall experience has been really positive, and I feel more prepared for blackout situations and outdoor adventures knowing I have this backup on hand. If you found this quick review helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a comment. If you have any questions or want to share your own experience with the OUKITEL P2001 PLUS. Thank you for watching.